What is up? I'm going to be reviewing the Joker movie, the new Joker movie, directed by Todd Phillips. And FYI, I'm gonna take my coat off. FYI, this is gonna be a spoiler review, so there's gonna be spoilers in it because I honestly don't know how to talk about this movie without spoiling it. Because there's so much goes down in this movie that I want to talk about. So, yeah. So, I think Joker is a good movie. All right, you know, it's a movie that it goes slowly because there's not a lot of action, so it just goes slowly. I mean, you end up like feeling sorry for the Joker like from the start, like when he gets jumped, you know, his sign gets stolen, and he's trying to get his sign back, and he gets attacked by his own sign. Excuse me. He gets attacked by his own sign, and you know he's kicked by these people. You know, youth of Gotham, and that just leaves him like on the ground crying. So you do end up like feeling sorry for him. And as the movie rolls on, you realise that he has a mental condition which he can't help but laugh. He can't help but laugh like an insane person, and that's like his condition. So I also like. Get off my coat. I also like feel sorry. Also, you also feel sorry for him because you know he genuinely has a condition and all that. So, there's not a lot of action in this. There's some action. There's a little bit of action, but it's more like Joker's journey or his dream in being a comedian. So he's like going to stand up, watching the Murray Franklin show. Realizing that sexy jokes are funny, always funny. So he has a notepad, but he uses it as a joke book, where he could obviously like just, you know, write down his thoughts, which he does, like negative thoughts, because he always has negative thoughts. But he also uses it as a joke book, but his jokes aren't funny. Like his jokes are just dark and sad, you know, sad, dark jokes. Like, just not even funny, like someone getting hit by a bus or something like that. I did like the look of the Joker in this movie. He's kind of a character that you build up slowly. Like, you're like, oh, you probably didn't like him before you went in to the cinema and watched this movie, and then you probably liked him when you came out of the cinema, you know, because it's just Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor, and he's made Joker like his own. Like, you can honestly believe that he is Joker and not a guy playing Joker. He also like finds out that his mother has lied to him by reading a letter that she sent to Thomas Wayne, who she believes is her family. She believes Thomas Wayne is her family, and she was trying to convince him that her son Arthur Fleck, the Joker, is his son. And he's obviously, he's read the letter and he's gone crazy. He's got angry. And he decides to go to Thomas Wayne's home, which is where he meets a young Bruce Wayne. Of course, Batman, but not Batman in this, just a young Bruce Wayne, before the Waynes were tragically killed, of course. And he's you know, doing clown things as he normally does with Bruce, making him do this, making him smile pretty much. and then he meets, I believe as Alfred, because Alfred was a guardian even before the Waynes were killed, so I believe it was Alfred. You know, this big British guy who you believe has been in the army, you believe he's been in a lot of fights, and you believe that he could protect Bruce Wayne, which is good. What I like about this movie is the fact that, despite it being slow, it's entertaining. I mean, it's something that you can't stop watching, and I think that's because Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal is just something that it can't miss, really. You can't stop watching. Even if you wanted to, you're just like, oh no, I want to know what happens next. I want to keep going. And that's what I was like in the cinema. Like, oh, let's keep going. Like, this is only going to get better, not worse. Yeah. But I do like the fact that he creates a movement by killing these 3 guys on the train. He was laughing because of his condition, and then they were wondering why he was laughing, and then they confront him, and then they attack him. He decides to like defend himself. Joker starts to defend himself, and then they attack him. And then Joker, like he loses it, and he starts shooting them with his gun that one of his, I guess, friends gave him. So he decides to kill them with the gun, which sparks a clown movement all over Gotham, which I thought was pretty cool, because that's how he got his followers. Plus he is, you know, you got a feel for Joker in many ways in this movie, that he's self-pitying himself almost the entire movie. You know, that he just feels sorry for himself, that he didn't realise he ever existed because no one was paying him any attention. So he was always like depressed all the time. You know, he wasn't, even though he's got a condition of laughing, doesn't mean that he's always happy. It just means that he's you know, he's just like really sad, really, because it's not exactly a sad movie. But if you're like, you put yourself in his shoes, then you could realise it is a sad movie. But I think it's because it's Joker, you won't feel that sad with him. You're thinking, nah, he's kind of insane. But you'll just get on his side, if that makes sense. You'll be on his side. So you won't really feel sorry for him. You'll be like glad, you know, like glad how he's risen up. You know what I mean? Glad like what he's done. We'll say this. Coming to the end of this movie, he goes on the Murray Franklin show, and I thought, wasn't expecting what was going to happen next, to be honest. Goes on the Murray Franklin show, and he's not really being funny. No one's laughing at him. Well, they're laughing at Murray Franklin, his comments, but not what his, or any of like Joker's jokes. They're not laughing. They're like, you know what I mean? They're you know, they're like shocked, disgusted about, you know, what he's saying and all that. And Joker starts, you know, goes a bit crazy, and he starts getting like honest, like what he's truly thinking. Like, he knew why Murray Franklin brought him on the show, and that was to humiliate him, and that's why he showed his clip, not to be nice or anything, but to humiliate him, and that's what Joker truly felt. So Joker just rambles on, and he ends up shooting Murray Franklin in the head with his handgun. And, you know, saying that's what you deserve. You get what you deserve, you know. Which creates chaos in Gotham. A riot breaks loose, you know, all crazy stuff, like all clowns destroying everything all over Gotham. All clowns destroying everything over Gotham. All clowns destroying everything over Gotham. And because, you know, he killed obviously because he killed Murray Franklin. Obviously because he killed Murray Franklin, he was, you know, going to prison. Like, he was in a cop car, and an ambulance out of nowhere just like crashes into the cop car, and these three guys in clown masks get Joker. They pull him, drag him out of the cop car.
Did you get hold of my dad?
And put him like on the cop car.
What's he say?
He was driving, so.
And then you could see
Alright, what's he say?
you could see that
Explain like what the job was about.
the guy in a clown mask kills the Waynes, because we've all seen that before. We've all seen that. Because we've all seen that 100 times, haven't we? The Waynes getting killed, no matter what you watch, no matter what you play. You see the Waynes getting killed. Which, obviously, I was thinking after ending this movie, Joker created Batman. Because of Joker's actions, led to all that carnage. And all that carnage eventually led to Batman. So, Joker created Batman. Which is pretty cool, to be honest. You know, it was a great movie. This movie was really good. I'm gonna say this is a very shocking and unpredictable movie. But it's such a good movie. I'd suggest you watch it. And don't watch this video because I've spoiled a lot. But if you have watched it, then it's definitely a great movie. So, Joker is great.